explain a few things that I've got on this car, maybe help you out when you get it, so you're not at a guessing game. Anyways, the blower itself, right now we're underdriven. We're at 5.5 pounds. I have the extra pulleys to put this 1-to-1. I have never put this at 12 pounds of boost, so I'm not really sure how that's going to feel. I've only always ran it at 91 octane at 5.5 pounds. Okay, here's our intercooler system. It is a half and half mixed, water and alcohol. I have never used this yet, but I'm sure it works. Here's a solenoid, switches on the console. You mix your alcohol and water, it injects into the carburetors. This is a ramp system. You can adjust how much you want, at how much boost, and at what time. Here's both of our tanks. 91 octane, the bigger tank, 116 when you're racing. Both tanks are controlled by 2 valves each, supply and return. Pretty self-explanatory. When you see them, you got the upper valves here for the return, lower valves for the supply. 116 tank, I've never had it in there, I've never raced a car, so it might be a little dusty. You might want to clean that out. Here we go with our off and on switch, kills the battery, pretty easy. Here's our parachute line, comes through the little teeny hole here. We put it through the hole, got a little bracket right there. You tie it up, it holds it. You take your license plate off and parachute slides right in there. Once you take the license plate off, you'll see it. Okay, up here is our main turn on switch. Anything happens when you're driving, come up here, you hit your button, kills the car. Okay, the first thing we got is our auxiliary switch, and what's going to happen there is it's going to start our AFR. Alright, once the AFR reaches its cycle, and this is a fresh air cycle, it will start flashing. Once it flashes, what you're seeing right now, it is okay to start the car. Now what happens with this AFR, you're going to run in this area when you're running normal. Now if you're running too lean, it starts running in the red over here. That you need to pay attention to. This guy over here, this gives you the temperature of the motor in between the manifold and the top of the motor. It's a sensor, and it's just something I threw in there so I can keep track of how hot the blower is and how much it cools down as much water or gas and alcohol that you put in, and it does drop quite a bit. You've got your lights for the streets. You got your water pump. This is the intercooler in the front. After you do your burnout and you're ready to go, that's when you hit this button. That turns on your intercooler and you're ready to fly. You don't have 2 pumps, so this pump or this switch is dead. This is your main fuel pump, and when you hit this guy, you watch and make sure you're bouncing at 6 pounds. Here's your fan here. Usually put that on after 150 degrees or so and just go ahead and leave that on. Don't worry about it. Then of course you have your ignition, then you have your start button. This red button here, this is your trans brake. If you're driving on the street, leave it off. If you hit that button, it could lock up the tranny, but when you're racing, keep it on. You'll hear the noise. That is a trans lock brake. 4,500 stall speed. Hit this, you smash the gas pedal, and you're ready to fly once you let that go. This button here is your interior light. This button here is the light underneath the car where the valves are in case you're at nighttime, you need to switch back to 91. I'm not sure what you're going to do, but anyways, the option's there. Turn signals, of course, on the street. You got your left, you got your right. They blink, let you know that they're on. Pretty self-explanatory. Parachute release. Over here on the left side of the steering wheel is your line lock. Obviously for doing your burnout, then release it, you take off. Just going to do a regular starting sequence. Make sure your auxiliary's on, your O2 is flashing. First, fuel pump, ignition. You're going to have to pump it a few times because the motor's about 76 degrees, a little cold. Give it a couple pumps. Right, you might want to idle the car about 2,500 RPMs till it reaches about 100 degrees. Then it will start idling by itself. Cold-blooded, the blowers. I don't know. I didn't design them. That's the way they work. One item I forgot with the wheelie bars. You'll see the mounting brackets on the back of the rear end. Pretty self-explanatory where they go. Main reason for this video is I just don't want to see the car get hurt, so I hope this helps you out, and I hope you have fun with it.